Hey there, you big, beautiful Broadway world. Welcome back to a brand new season of Broadway World's Next on Stage singing competition sponsored by AMDA. I'm your Broadway buddy, Ben Cameron, and I am, as always, super duper excited to be here. It's a grand night for singing and to hear who is making us into our top 5 in our college competition. That's right. We've already made it to week 3, which means that we are revealing that top 5. Over last weekend, our top 10 submitted brand new videos of themselves singing from the musical theater canon, and you voted to determine who will be in that top 5. Tonight, that top 5 will not only be revealed, they'll receive invaluable or super valuable or whatever words are feedback from our very distinguished panel of Broadway stars and mentors. And then they can put that into play for their performances next week, which is going to get really exciting as we narrow it down to a top 3. Also tonight, we're going to be looking at our Awesome Almosts. If you're just joining us for the first time, our Awesome Almosts are 3 performers who have very narrowly missed making it into the top 5. Our judges are going to review those and get an opportunity to select one of our Awesome Almosts to move forward in the competition, still in the running for one of those valuable top 3 slots. And it's very important that you vote with your heart moving forward, because the prize package is huge this season, as all of our finalists are going to win a trip to New York City to perform in a live finale at the famed 54 Below, which is incredibly cool. And while they're here in New York City, they're going to get a fabulous, authentic New York City meal from USA Brooklyn Delicatessen, which is New York City's favorite flavors, all in one place, serving hot pastrami, hot corned beef, roasted turkey Reubens, and so much more. You can indulge like a New Yorker in the heart of Times Square at USA Brooklyn Delicatessen, located right across the street from Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on 43rd Street. That's the heartbeat right there, my friends. Let's say hello to our judges who are going to guide us through this very important part of our competition. First up, she's going to have a pizza delivered at any moment now. Give it up for J-Lane Marcos.
Yes, and with pastrami on it.
Absolutely. J-Lane, we were talking with our high school finalists about some of the beats, and I let them know that at this point, J-Lane would want you to order a pizza.
It's mandatory.
Absolutely, to fill the space. What have you been most impressed with? Now that you've gotten to see a couple different age groups, what have you been so impressed with our singers?
Okay, the talent is there. Like the talent is absolutely there. It's just undeniable. So that's kind of what I'm just absolutely impressed with. The fact that there are college students and high school students who have so much training already. I am absolutely impressed.
They are. They're very impressive. And they are putting your critiques into good use in their tapes moving forward, which I've been impressed with. Also here to lend her expert voice, you can catch her over at Moulin Rouge, being the sparkling diamond, Courtney Reed.
Yay!
Yay, Courtney Reed! We have to ovate ourselves. That's my motto for this. If we don't clap for ourselves, who will?
Come on, ovate. Yes.
Courtney, what do you think consistently you have seen improved upon by most of these young singers?
Oh gosh, I think they're really listening. I think they're taking the notes and they're applying them, and we're seeing massive changes from week to week. And I'm just pumped about what we're about to see today.
I know. I'm on pins and needles. I'm excited. You know who else is very excitable and gets us excited? We've never had a friend like Michael James Scott.
Yes!
I love it's like a surprise every time. What? Michael James Scott coming to us live from the New Amsterdam dressing room.
I'm live.
What? You're live, baby. We're live. What is your favorite part of working with young performers?
Oh, I mean, for me, I love the possibilities. Like, I love what's possible, because anything is possible. And so there's such a journey when you're at that young precipice age. And so for me, it's just about the idea of what is possible. Like they don't know what's ahead. We don't know what's ahead of us. You know, what's in store, that we can't see the future. We can only hope and dream and work. And so, but what's really cool about it is that like they have literally like the world in front of them, and like they are on the precipice. So to me, that's what's really fun about working with young artists, is like they're just starting, and it is like they're like about to fly. So that for me is just really fun. It's just the possibilities. Literally anything is possible.
It's the business of dreams that we all signed up for. It's going to be exciting to see where they go from here. All right, before we jump into it, I want to give a big old shout out to our lead sponsor, that is AMDA. I want to tell you a little bit about the AMDA High School Conservatory. It's an immersive program with both in-person and online options that provides extraordinary performing arts training for passionate young artists. This program offers cutting-edge learning opportunities that are uniquely personal and specifically designed for today's emerging performing artists. You can visit amda.edu/high school to apply for admission and scholarships. So get in on that. Let's learn a little bit more about AMDA right now, shall we?
Today, more than 2,300 students each year become part of AMDA's thriving community of artists, honing their craft with one of the top performing arts faculties in the world. AMDA gives students the opportunity to study on both coasts, with campuses in New York City and Los Angeles, the two epicenters of world entertainment and culture.
And I want to make sure to encourage you all to follow along today with Broadway World's Stage Mag, which you can check out by scanning the QR code here. Judges, are you ready?
Yes.
We're ready.
Top
I'm
five
so ready.
about to be revealed. Here we go.
Let's go.
Drum roll, please. First up, in the top five, we have Josiah Sims. Josiah is Tennessee and is a student at the College of the Ozarks. His dream role is Quasimodo, and his favorite part that he has already played is Jesse Tuck. Today he's singing Love Me Not from In Pieces. Well done, Josiah.
What you don't know is that I would do anything for you. What you don't know is that I would do anything for you. But you can say what you want. There's nothing more that I can do, and you don't see all I'm giving away. And I'm asking for you to stay. Love me not, counting petals on the floor. Stop being so afraid to let our love become more. Take me in. I won't let you down. No, I'm not running. I'm not leaving. I'm not hiding. No, I'm not lying. I'm not wanting anybody else today.
All right, Josiah Sims breaking into our top five. Congratulations once again, Josiah. Let's get some feedback from these megastars, starting with Michael James Scott.
Hi. Yes, Josiah. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see you in this top five. Great song. What a beautiful song. That melody is beautiful. It's good. It's good on you. It looks good on you. You look good. The camera's good. I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm excited about, and I wanna urge you to do, is to find more joy in your in what it is that you were singing about, no matter what it is, right? So like, what is that joy? Where are the places that you can bring that joy, that Josiah thing? That for me is what I would love to see more of. Careful on some of your riffs. Just careful on where you go, because it's so good, and when it goes off, it takes me out. So just be careful of that, because it can be really technical in terms of like what you do, but keep going there. Find the joy. That's what I want to see you. But your voice is so beautiful, and I think you obviously have connected with people.
Absolutely. All right, let's go to J. Elaine Marcos.
Oh, absolutely. I totally feel, lights on, that the simplicity, the simplicity, Josiah, was fantastic. I love that, because you're not pushing. But I wouldn't mind if you could invest more in your thoughts behind your eyes. So now it's getting really specific, where I don't want you to push like, please love, because I don't want any of the face to be pushing. So I'm just thinking, whatever your thought is when you say, love me, please, that love me, please love me, can you have a more invested thought? Because right now it seems like, can you please, at a 4, or no, it seems like at a 6, right? I want your eyes to be at a 10, but I don't want you to use the muscles to push, but I just think your thought needs to be invested a little bit more so that it matches your incredible voice. And look, I'm not a riffalata person. I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't. So I'm always impressed when there's just such effortless of doing that thing. So from my end, just to be honest, I don't do that. So whenever I see it, I'm like, oh, wow. And I didn't see anything going on, like you closed your eyes or anything. It was just effortless. So I appreciate that when you did that, it was simple. So I love the simplicity. Put more behind the eyes. Josiah, fantastic.
They are the windows to the soul, as it turns out. Courtney Reed, they sure are.
They sure are. I totally agree with you too. Josiah, you have such a gift. You just, you sing with such ease, and I know it comes out of you so beautifully and stunningly. Your voice is obviously there. I think I just have to echo what these two have said. I wanted there to be a little bit more of an emotional build at the end. I think you started really, really simply and gorgeous, and I loved that. But I wanted to see the sort of the desperation at the end. But this was a great song choice for you. You absolutely deserve to be in the top 5. And you're gonna work, honey. You're doing a great job. And honestly, like, I have to give everyone kudos for doing these like self-tape type auditions. I literally did one yesterday, and I was like, I think I'm quitting the business. It's so hard. And so the fact that you guys are dedicating your time to do this is really, really beautiful to see.
Absolutely. Well done, Josiah. Thank you, judges. Top 5 has been cracked open, and we've got to bring some more people into it. So next up, we're excited to announce, moving forward, we have Amaya Harden. Amaya is a student at Cheetah Baptist University, and she's from Maumelle, Arkansas. Her favorite past role was Ariel in The Little Mermaid, and her dream role is leading Claire from Pippin. Now, tonight, we're seeing Lost in the Waves from Out of Our Heads.
Lost in the waves, he was lost in the waves. Salt water burns, the tide always turns when you're lost in the waves. Now I'm the one sinking. There's no solid ground, and I can't help thinking I'm the one who has drowned. Now knee deep in the water, feel my father's touch, and though fully grown, I've still never known how to love someone that much. Lost in the waves, I am lost in the waves. No one but me and the silent black sea. I am lost in the waves. I am lost in the waves. I am lost in the waves.
Amaya Harden, Lost in the Waves. I don't know that song, but it's absolutely stunning. Gorgeous. Courtney, your thoughts? You're lost in emotion right now.
Wow, yeah. Beautiful, absolutely stunning, beautiful. I think it's always really, really difficult to sing a song that repeats itself a lot. You know, at the end, it keeps repeating. And so there's a reason why it's written that way. And I loved that you made a different choice for every time you were lost in the waves. That shows me that you're invested and you're thinking about this character and the role. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's almost like when we first started, though, it was almost like the opposite of how I felt about Josiah. It was like almost really dropped in and invested in the beginning, and it felt a little like, you know, you have to start somewhere to end somewhere. And I think I don't think I've said this at all in this competition, but it was so full out, and I think you could actually pull back a little bit more from the beginning, give the song a little bit more of a journey. But I think you're so talented, you deserve to be here, and I'm so excited to see what you do next.
Excellent. MJS.
Oh, you know, first of all, I'm so excited to see Amaya in the top 5, which is it's very exciting. I think she's really grown in these couple of weeks, just to see what's happening with her, and I'm very excited for you, Miss Thang. I'm very excited for you to see what you gonna do. I love this belt. I don't think I really knew that you had that in you. And I'm obsessed. Hashtag obsessed. And I want more. I want more. Like, I literally want more. Because I was like, so my thing for you is I want to see, like, I totally agree with Court. There was an interesting sort of thing with I thought you were so dropped in, and then I'm not quite, like, there was like a bit of a, I actually felt like you were a little bit in the same place you started from. So in terms of like, by the end of the song too. So it was a little, I wanted that journey. It was so engaging though. And that's what we were all just engaged. But I want to see what is going to happen when you have a real 11 o'clock number. Like, what is it? What is it? I haven't seen that yet in this competition, really. So I want to see what that is, because I think that when we get that is going to change the competition. I want to see that.
Ooh, all right.
Thank you.
11 o'clock gauntlet thrown. I'm having feelings like I want to see that. I want to see Amaya do that big number from Paradise Square. Let It Burn.
Oh.
Tina sang at the Tonys and stuff. No, I'm just putting things out there.
Yes.
Jay Elaine Marcos, bring us home here for Amaya.
Okay. Absolutely beautiful connection. Everyone else, I totally agree with. In the very beginning, it would just, I do believe that it paid off, because where you ended, Amaya, I do think, yes, it was absolutely different, because it was almost like a surrender. It was like, fine, I'm here, lost. But it was a little jarring for us as an audience to just go, oh, because I think all of us, we can't even, and not to say anyone didn't articulate it, but I can't even specifically articulate like what exactly and why, but it just felt either not pushed or just it didn't have a ramp up into that first moment, but you had us the whole time. Your dynamics are incredible. I'm wondering if it's possible for you to just lower your eyes a little bit. You were playing, absolutely. You're going to be on Broadway. There's no doubt. You're already prepared for it. So just for right now, as you're doing the tape, because you have such gorgeous connection to the music and the lyrics, I just kind of wanted to see a little bit. But I did see you lost, but I kind of just wanted it to be honed in a little bit more. That's more of a technical thing, but fantastic dynamics. Gorgeous.
Love a dynamic, don't we just?
Mm-hmm.
All right, friends. We're up to number 3 of the top 5, and that third spot, well, this is in no particular order. So in our top 5, Colin O'Connor is in the top 5. Welcome, Colin. Colin's a student at NYU Tisch School of the Arts, and he's from North Canton, Ohio, which is not in North Carolina, as it turns out. His favorite past role was the Phantom. What? Where are they doing the Phantom? At NYU. And his dream role is Chris in Miss Saigon. Absolutely. Woo! This week he's bringing us I Love Betsy from Honeymoon in Vegas. I want to be the Phantom.
I like dancing on the pier. I like Broadway once a year, but I love Betsy. I like visits to the zoo and the opera, that's not true, but I love Betsy. It's been 5 years and I'm ready. Get the sparklers and confetti. Give a wink to the waiter and summon the maitre d'. Just like Jay-Z and Beyonce, I will make her my fiancé. I love Betsy. I love Betsy. I love Betsy. Betsy loves me. I'm a schmuck, and Betsy loves me. Doesn't matter what I do, I know it's true. I could never live without her. And tonight I'm gonna show her just how proud I am to know her. There's no danger, there's no drama, there's no curse and there's no mama. Put my problems in the past. I'm a grown-up man at last. I love Betsy. Sorry, Mama, I love Betsy. And she loves me.
Colin O'Connor, welcome to the top 5, my friend. Should we start with Jay Lane?
Yes, I just turned my light on. That's fantastic. Great. Perfect timing. Okay. Colin, I love how fun you're playing it and like you're connecting to it. And I think I would love if you gave yourself more permission to play. With this song, I wouldn't mind if all these constant like reversals in a sense of like this, sorry mama, da-da-da-da, like if they could be quicker in a sense, this is more of a technical thing, but when you have that thought of I love Betsy and then have another thought, da-da-da, and coming back, so when we do those switches, just so that it's a little bit more that timing of that funny thing, just so it goes from hey. So I wouldn't mind in this song when you have those different thoughts, if it goes quick from to sorry, I love Betsy, you go from 10 to 10 to 2 within this song, because I think it kind of gives you permission to do that. That's what I say. But you sound beautiful, and it looks like you're having fun, but I want you to have more fun.
Or else. More fun or else.
Yeah.
Courtney, what do you think?
Colin, you're so great. You have this this ease to your voice, but also with like a slightly sort of jazzy. I don't know exactly how to pinpoint it. It's very unique. It's very beautiful. I almost want to hear you sing like a pop song and make it like a pop or I don't know exactly. MJS, you probably know something, and turn it into maybe I'm giving a really bad recommendation. I don't know, but like turn
No.
it into something. It's kind of like what Moulin Rouge does, where you like take a pop song and like you make it into a story. Sarah Bareilles has like a million amazing songs to pull from, but you're just so dang likable. But I will say I agree with what Jay Lane said. I think you're almost, it's like bottling up the fun a little bit, and I think even for this, you could have pulled away just a little bit and used the space because it's such a big sort of number. But you executed it beautifully. I'm so glad you're in the top 5. You're amazing. You're going to work. I'm so glad the world gets to see you in this light.
Love it. MJS.
I mean, my girls got it all, and they said it all. Like, I literally wrote down more fun. And the way, first of all, Colin, it's so great. What Courtney is saying, I wrote down as well. I wrote back throwback voice. You have such a throwback voice, like in terms of like what that quality, the tone of your voice. So there's is there something is there something like New York? Is there in that sort of throwback there, but also like an old school song, like those old school Frank Sinatra, the Rat Pack, like what song could you maybe turn into your thing? I remember one time I had to sing for an audition. I had to sing a contemporary pop song in the style of Les Mis.
No way.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And so my question for you would be like, what could you do with that? You have such a unique voice. Like, it might be fun to play with something that you can get away with, because you can kind of do what you want. I mean, I know you're in a musical theater competition, but musical theater has changed so much. So what else can you do? Dare to enjoy the changes, dare to be silly, dare to be ugly, dare to be big, dare to be brilliant, dare to be scared, dare, all of those things in the song. Go for it. And where can you not think about, I guess just think about really thinking about the journey. Like, dare to just go on the journey of the song and not be afraid of that, is what I would say to you. I'm just throwing it out there. I think it'd be really fun to hear you sing something like from Shrek, or it's just something that Brian Darcy James has done. Just sing it.
Yeah, or like what did Harry Connick Jr. do? What was that show?
Yes, like was that Sweet Smell? No, was that
He did Pajama Game.
Pajama Game.
The one
On a Clear Day.
On a Clear Day.
On a Clear Day. Yes.
Everyone's yelling at us, probably watching this.
I know.
They're like,
whatever you choose is going to be great, I'm sure. But yeah.
I like it.
Throw those. Yes.
No fear. Dare. We dare ya. All right. 2 more friends making it into the top 5, starting with Gilbert Alarz. Gilbert is a student at Emerson College and is originally from Henderson, Nevada. His favorite past role was Snoopy and You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and his dream roles were Quasimodo and Orpheus. This week he's singing What Is It About Her? All right, Brian Darcy James from The Wild Party. Take it away.
Oh!
What is it about her that parts the waters? What is it about her that hoists the sail? Something in her hair, instructing where to touch. Why do I need her so much? This woman makes me cry, this woman makes me burn, this woman's eye can cut me to the core. The hatred that I see has been reserved for me, yet I want more and more and more. And what is it about her that pulls me closer? What is it about her that tips the scale? This girl is all I have, so soft, so fair, so fine. and she's forever mine. This woman builds me up, this woman tears me down, this woman speaks and I can break apart. Now comes another man, pretending he can win her heart. Well, let him start. What is it about her? So slight, so secret. Something in the way she catches light. Should I hold my own or be alone tonight? What is it about her that jumbles feelings inside? What is it about her that mixes passion with pride? Could I live without her and let her go? How loud must I scream? No!
All right, Gilbert.
Yes, Gilbert.
We see some. I shaking a shoulder over yonder. I'm gonna have to hear what that shoulder has to say, MJS.
Well,
I got to know.
come on, Gilbert. Doing your thing. There's a theme today. It's intense songs.
Yes.
It's intensity today, it seems like. So I'm missing some joy. I'm missing the joy. I'm missing the light. I'm missing what is that? So like within that, it's sort of staying the same. And this song is so like up and down, and actually a very clear distinction of like where you are, especially with that accompaniment. So for me, I'm missing that, because it felt almost the same, which is very juxtaposition to the song. So I'm missing what that is. It just felt a bit too similar. Breath support. This is a hard song. So, when you get into the emotion of it all, remember that you still need to breathe as well, so that you can really get that out here. But I'm missing the joy. I want joy. Even in intense songs, there is joy in some of the most amazing, incredible performances. Even when you think of like, a Les Mis, or Miss Saigon, the most amazing moments are when joy comes through, and there's that little bit of peak of light in the midst of an intense song that really inspires me, especially. I'll speak for me, but I'm missing the joy.
Got to give us some joy so you can crush us later, right?
Yes.
Courtney?
I have to agree 100%. That's what I was thinking. I think this is a really tough song. I think you did an amazing job. Gilbert, one thing I can always rely on you to be full out, honey. Full out, no margin.
Full
Always
out.
Dropped in. Full out. But I think, I think one of the ruts with a lot of songs like this or ballads, is that it seems like, okay, well, musically this sounds a certain way, so that's what the emotion evokes. And that's not necessarily true, So I think you can dive deeper and think about the lyrics and think about the character, why they're singing it. And from the beginning to the end, there has to be a reason why they're singing. And by the end, they hope to get what they wanted from the beginning. And I think about that. I think that's for everyone to really think about, because at this point in the competition, we're really looking for people that are making those choices. So I want you to think about that, and everyone think about that moving forward. But you're obviously very talented. You're full out. And I hope we get to see you next week.
Love that. Miss Marcos.
Yes. Absolutely full out. I loved it because I could see in Gilbert, in your eyes, it's so expressive. It was so fantastic to see that. And there was a little sprinkle of joy, but I do understand what you meant by saying that we want that joy. It's almost like, Gilbert, I saw that you had a moment of, and it almost felt like there might have been a specific thought you had about when you're talking about this woman, maybe this woman did this, making it specific of like whatever that thing is. So that way you can find the joy in your own in your own thoughts so that we can see that behind your eyes. But I did feel like, this is a difficult song, but I did feel like because there's a lot of different changes, technically, it almost felt like a discovery of like, you're just trying to figure things out in it. Like you're not too sure what you want. Do I go? Do I not? So it was nice to see a little bit of that discovery as you're singing the song. Oh, the voice, beautiful. I see it in your eyes. Let me see. I had another thought. I don't know what I wrote here. I'm writing a prescription here. What is this? What
Is it for joy?
Is it joy? Yes. No, it says toy. No, it says toy. I don't know what that is. No, but I do think that your vocals are so beautiful, but making a specific, like a Gilbert thought underneath all of this so that it can make it more specific and personalize it. I think just like Courtney was saying, like this competition, at the end, everyone can sing. Well, your specific connection to something that makes us go, oh, that's Gilbert. That's what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're getting pickier and pickier as we move forward and narrow this down. And rounding out our top 5, we've got Alexandra Donat. She's a student at NYU. She's from Woodbury, New York. Her dream role is Linda in Wicked. And I love this. Her favorite past role was swinging in the Pirates of Penzance.
Oh.
I love that. Today,
swing.
she's singing on the steps of the palace from Into the Woods.
Team.
Oh!
But then what if he knew who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? Or then what if you are the prince would envision? Although how can you know who you are till you know what you want, what you don't? So then which do you pick? You're safe out of sight and yourself, but where everything's wrong. Where everything's right and you know that you'll never belong. And whichever you pick, do it quick, cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball is exciting and all once you're there, though it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but you've stalled long enough, cause you're still standing stuck to the stuff on these steps. Better run along home and avoid the collision. Even though they don't care, you'll be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry up your shoes from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with the shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew. On the steps of the palace.
Alex Donat in the top 5. I was just listening to that song and holy moly, Sondheim good, man. It's just unbelievable when you really latch onto those songs. Dealer's choice. Who wants to start this one out? All right, Jay-Lane, that's it. Go for it.
Here I go. Gorgeous. Absolutely. Alexandra, you always look fantastic. Really like done, ready to go. Sound beautiful. I think of this character can be a little bit messier. And if there could be a little bit more urgency in this fantastic Cinderella, right? I was like, Cinderella, right? So Cinderella, right? There she is. In this predicament. But I think it could be messy if the urgency could be there even more. And one is not a princess anymore. One's like trying to figure this out. I don't know what to do. So I would love to see a little bit of that. And really, when you're asking questions, I don't feel like you are connected to really asking those questions. Like, what do I do? And then thinking, what is your thought in between? So it was the in-between stuff that could really raise the stakes in this a little bit more, because I felt like if I were to, because you have a beautiful voice, if I were to put this on mute and watch it, I don't know if I would see someone really trying to figure out their life in this very moment. I felt like you were almost too relaxed. So I want Cinderella to try to figure out how to get out of this, and she's stuck in the goo. Like, what is your opinion about the goo? And so we have these beautiful lyrics and these moments that I just like, oh, I want you to take these moments and really, make a choice and have an opinion on all these wonderful lyrics. But your voice is so beautiful, and you have a beautiful presentation, but it's just like, I kind of wanted to get a little grittier in that.
Yeah, MJS, what's your opinion on the goo?
Yes, the goo, honey. Come on, yes. Well, Alexandra, you look great. The goo. I agree. You look great. You look like a star. And I always say, dress like a star, honey. So, let's go. But you obviously could play this role, which is, really, really cool. Excuse me. I don't know. Well, two things. The great thing about the Cinderella character is that this is the moment where we pull back the curtain on Cinderella, and we really get to sort of see, the unperfect thing, right? And what is actually happening. So the relatability that happens for this character, and it's why the music is so brilliant, and exactly what Ben is saying. Like, it's so brilliant because it's all in there, because it is so crazy, but like actually for a reason. So like, what is? So I urge you, and I hope your homework is to find what that is. What is that journey? Enjoy that journey, figure that out, and go with it. Just go around. Don't be afraid to be ugly, messy, all by ugly, I mean just sort of like not feeling pretty. You know what I mean? Just like, it's okay. What is that? And like, and honestly, when we relate to that, because we all feel those things. So don't be afraid to do that. I don't know how I felt about you singing directly to the camera. I still don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm actually indifferent to it. It could be some casting directors may love it, or directors may love it. Some may not. So I don't know. I'm just sort of saying that as a statement. I don't know how I felt about you singing directly to the camera, but I love that you made a choice. Yes.
Make that choice. Courtney, from one princess to another. What do you think?
I'm screaming. Listen, I totally agree with what these two are saying. I think I remember, okay, first of all, you're gorgeous. Obviously. We've talked about that from the very beginning. And I think I might have given you this note before, but it's what MJS said. It's not to be afraid to be ugly. I think one of the ruts as like a beautiful girl is that you will walk into the room and people will automatically think you can't act. And they automatically think you won't be funny. And I think there's so much comedy in this song. And I think a lot of it is like what these two were saying. You're not seeing the Disney version of Cinderella. You're seeing like the stressed out girl who has her foot stuck. And it sucks. And like, then I'm this, and this is happening, and great, now this is happening. Wait, and then out of the blue, I know what to do, And so I think there's so much under it that I felt a little bit like you might have been telling your friend the story that happened to you earlier, but it wasn't happening in the moment. And so I wanted it to be happening to you in that moment, and kind of like, look at the shoe. Look at oh my gosh. I know you're on camera, but like, look at it. Try to lift it up. Gosh, like there's a lot of fun things that you can do. And I want to see you get ugly. I think maybe that's the note, maybe for next week, is if you make it to next week, I want to see maybe all of the beauty stripped away, not in the sense that you have to like not put on your lash, but just like allow yourself to go to places that, people wouldn't normally see you.
I love that.
In an 11 o'clock number.
Clock number.
What about the goo? All right. That's our top 5, friends. Congratulations to our top 5, but we are not done yet. It's time to meet those awesome almost contestants that came so close to making our top 5, but the judges have the power in their hands and souls to save one of them and push them forward in the competition. Who knows? It could be a winner. So we're going to watch these without any judges' critique, and then our judges will deliberate and push one of them through. First up in our awesome almost, it's Kirsten Walla from Vancouver, Washington, singing Somewhere That's Green from Little Shop of Horrors.
He rakes and trims the grass. He loves to mow and weep. I'd cook like Betty Crocker, and I'd look like Donna Reed. There's plastic on the furniture to keep it neat and clean. In the pine sol scented air, somewhere that's green. Between our frozen dinner and our bedtime, 9:15. Snuggle watching Lucy on our big, enormous 12-inch screen. My name's December Bride. His father, he knows best. Our kids watch Howdy Doody as the sun sets in West. A picture out of Better Homes and Gardens magazine. Far from Skid Row, I dreamed we'd go somewhere that's green.
Kirsten Walla singing Somewhere That's Green. Up next, another awesome almost, we have Jaden Richardson from Dayton, Florida, singing I'm Alive from Next to Normal.
I am flame and I am fire. I am destruction, decay, and desire. I'll hurt you. I'll heal you. I'm your wish, your dream come true, and I am your darkest nightmare too. I've shown you I own you. And though you made me, you can't change me. I'm the perfect stranger who knows you too well. And I'm alive, I'm so alive. And I'll tell you the truth if you let me try. You're alive, I'm alive, and I'll show you why. I'm alive, I'm so alive. I'm alive, I'm right behind you. You say forget, but I remind you. You can't try to hide, you know that I will find you. 'Cause if you won't grieve me, you won't leave me behind. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, 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 I'm alive, I'm so alive. If you climb my back, then we both can fly. You can try to deny me, you'll never die. I'm alive, I'm so alive. I'm alive, yeah, yeah. I'm alive, I'm alive, so alive. I'm alive.
Jaden Richardson is alive. And lastly, awesome almost, Sarah Elder from Virginia. You want an 11 o'clock number. She's singing I'd Give My Life for You from Miss Saigon.
All right.
I've tasted love beyond all fear, and you should know it's love that brought you here. And in one perfect night, when the stars burned like new, I knew what I must do. I'll give you a million things I'll never own. I'll give you a world to conquer when you're grown. You will be who you want to be. You can choose whatever heaven grants, as long as you can have your chance. I swear I'll give my life for you. Sometimes I wake up reaching for him. I feel his shadow brush my head, but there's just moonlight on my bed. Was he a ghost? Was he a lie that made my body laugh and cry? Then by my side the proof I see, this little one, gods of the sun, bring him to me.
All right. That is Miss Sarah Elder. Judges, you have a lot to discuss. And when we come back, our judges will have discussed. And they will let us know who will be moving on in the competition next week to slay another day. And we are back with some big news for one of our awesome almosts who is moving forward in the competition. Courtney Reed, do us the great pleasure of telling us who you have selected.
This was so hard. You guys, all of you are so ridiculously talented. This is not an easy decision. We have decided on Sarah Elder.
Yeah!
Girl, we saved you once before. We're saving you again. Your talent is God-given or whatever given you want to believe. You're incredible. I loved that performance. It was a great song choice. I just can't wait to see what you choose next. You're like my daughter. You look like my daughter. You're gonna play my daughter someday. I really hope. You're incredible. #1 fan. Can't wait to see what you do next week.
Look for Courtney and Sarah starring in the revival of The Rink coming up. All right. Thank you so much to our judges. Congratulations to our top 5, nay 6, and to all of our top 10 finalists who put in the work, and incredible work that is, in presenting these videos. We will be back next week on Friday, December 22nd at 9 p.m. to announce who's making it. We'll be there into our top 3. And of course, those top 3 will be making their way to New York City to compete live at 54 Below and have a great New York meal and so much more. So be sure to follow us on Broadway World on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok to see when next round's voting opens up to the public on Monday. Thank you so much, judges. You're incredible. I'm your Broadway buddy, Ben Cameron. Have a beautiful night, and we'll see you next week.